Hello, and welcome back to Do for Trico. In the last episode, we met at Smallville. That's all we did, and we almost lost the Nuzlocke. Several times we almost lost it, but we didn't lose anyone, thankfully. And today we're gonna go catch us some Pokemon. We can actually catch something up here, if I remember. It should be. Yep, there's a little pond over here. Normally the rest of this route is cut off because of this. And there's actually two parts to Route 111 with two different catch lists. So this does count for Pinwheel Claws. So we'll be able to get two Pokemon in this route. One of them will be down here with our old rod. And we'll see what we can get. And our encounter from Route 111 is a Kangaskhan. Alright, I don't mind a Kangaskhan, but we're just getting a lot of normal types. Really hope our next encounter isn't a normal type. I don't know what we can honestly... Comet Punch. Wait, what? What type of move is that? What? Well, it's not doing anything, so it must be like normal. I didn't know. I completely forgot that move existed. Huh. And you flinched. And you're gonna do it again. Alright. Wow, you got two crits during that, are you? Of course. Because why not? And you keep flinching! Cilantro, stop! Alright, I don't want to sit here through all this while we try to weaken it. Now we can try to catch it. And we might need to go buy some more Pokeballs. I'm going to do some battling first before we do that, because we do need money. And you're not going to make this easy, are you, Kangaskhan? Alright, we'll use... You know what? You can have a Premier Ball. Because it's a Premier Ball, and it's doing nothing. You know, I wonder why a Premier Ball is even really a thing. I mean, I guess they're just like a bonus if you buy a bunch of Pokeballs, but I'd never understood like why they give them to you later on, because and why. What is your catch rate? You're a Kangaskhan. I don't even. Alright, I don't want to. I'll use one more Great Ball on it. I do not want to waste a ton of Pokeballs on this thing. Oh, well, looks like we don't have to. We caught it. And my dog is barking. I don't know if you could hear it. She's barking upstairs. The parent Pokemon. What should we name you? I can't really think of anything good. Mother. Maternal. Oh man, I'm like stumped for names. We'll name you. Let's start. Belle. We'll name you Belle. Cause I can't think of anything. I don't think I've ever used a Kangaskhan ever. And I can't imagine that Kangaskhan is that popular of a Pokemon. Like I just never see it anywhere. I mean, Mega Kangaskhan, I guess, which was strange because it got a Mega. There are a lot of Pokemon that didn't get Megas that should have. Like Flygon. I would have loved a Mega Flygon. Actually, I saw a thing. The lead art director, yeah, Ken Sugimori of Pokemon, wanted to have a Mega Flygon, and it was almost a thing. They couldn't get its artwork down, which really, really sucked. Because I would love a Mega Kangaskhan. And you give us the coin case? Oh wait, yeah, you're supposed to, but I don't think you get Pokemon from the game corner in this game. Let's go in here. Welcome. Okay, no. Alright, I don't know. I can't remember. I think you just get TMs and secret base stuff. But we're going to take on Wally. Because, you know, we have to. And then we'll make our way to Verdant Turf. Maybe catch a Pokemon along the way, but I do want to do some battling first. And then on the next episode, we'll definitely take on the gym leader next time. Wattson. I love Wattson. He's one of my favorite gym leaders. At least in Hoenn, anyways. Ammonite. Okay. Swift Swim? It's your ability? I did not know that. That's kind of weird, not gonna lie. I don't see you as a swift swimmer. And it's doing something really weird with his sprite. Like, it was like cutting his eyes in half. I don't know if you guys could see that. You probably can. I don't know what the deal with that is. I don't know how to fix that, but it's only occurred with him. So, yeah, you lost, Wally. I don't know. You know, I want to like Wally, but he doesn't have that much of character development, and he never gets really that good. Like, his final team is usually, I don't know. Like, it's not very good. He has, in the original games, he has a, oh crap, what does he have? He has a Gardevoir, that's his main Pokemon. I can't remember what else he has. Magneton, and a Delcatty. And I think he has an Altaria. And Roselia? That seems right. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, his team never really gets that good. Rhyhorn. Okay. We take this thing easy. Lightning Rod. So, I need to go off on a little bit of a tangent here. So, I've been seeing a lot of commercials for NBC's streaming service, Peacock. And it's really gotten me thinking on, like, how many different businesses now own some kind of streaming service. Like, you have Netflix, of course, you have Hulu, but you also have Disney Plus, they started their own. You have Discovery Plus, which is like Discovery Channel. I think that's Animal Planet in there too. That have, they started their own streaming service. You know, Peacock is NBC's. I'm pretty sure CBS has one. What else do you have? Amazon Prime. HBO Max. And honestly, I don't like all the streaming services because it's going to cause a lot of companies to only put their movies and TV shows on one thing. Like, I think the only thing you can actually watch The Office on is, I will remember this trainer in the future. Is that Blissey? But, I think is NBC's Peacock. I think is the only thing you can watch it on. Which, honestly, if I'm going to sit down and watch a TV show, it's probably not going to be The Office. And I like The Office, don't get me wrong. It's a good show. I definitely do like it, and definitely is funny. But I just think it's massively overrated. Because there's a lot of people, and if you think this is fine, it's totally your opinion. There's a lot of people that think it's, you know, the best show ever. It is hands down the best show. Nothing can top it, and that's fine. If you think that, that is fine. You know, you're entitled. Why do I always go for rolling kick? It never hits. No, you're completely entitled to your own opinion. And I get that. I just don't see the super big appeal with The Office. Seems just one of those triple kick. I'll give that a try. Yeah, Pursuit's a special move anyways. But like, I don't know. I just don't get where, I mean, I guess I can see where it gets its popularity from, but it's not like the best show ever. And a lot of people try to say, "Oh, I watched The Office and I'm quirky because I watched The Office." No, you're not. Everyone watches The Office. Almost everyone has seen it. You're not quirky. You're not different because you've watched The Office. Watching The Office and liking that show is not a personality trait. I don't understand why people think that. I don't know. I might be getting a little bit too deep into it, But, and like I said, good show. And you can like the show. I'm not hating on people, you know, if you really, really like the show. I'm just saying that, you know, it's not a personality trait to like the show. I feel like people do that. It's not the only show they do that with. There's a few other shows. I can't think of any off the top of my head at the moment. Oh, I think Dragon Ball Z is another one, and I completely forgot what this guy's sending in. I know I've never seen Dragon Ball Z, but so I don't know if it's good or not. I've heard people tell me it's good, but it seems like a lot of people who like Dragon Ball Z, I should switch into Arnold, don't really talk about anything else, and I went for the wrong move. I didn't hit down. Alright, we're gonna speed through that. We're gonna switch back into Arnold. So, like, I don't get it. You know, it's okay, you can like Dragon Ball Z, you can like the show, but don't let it be your personality. I don't know. I'm probably just thinking too much into it. I do enjoy a lot of TV shows, and the streaming services are nice, but I just feel like there's too many right now. That's going to end up leading to another big problem in piracy, because the reason people like Netflix and Hulu were because, you know, you had almost all TV shows and movies, not all movies, but you had a bunch of TV shows and movies on this one platform, so they wouldn't have to pirate it anymore. And that was really, really nice, but that's not really the case anymore. You know, and for legality reasons, I don't pirate. You know, I have to say that. But, you know, I use Netflix, I use Hulu, I use Prime, and Disney Plus, I think. Yeah, Disney Plus. So, like, there's just too many out there. And I'm not going to get a streaming service just for one show. If I like a streaming service, I'm going to use it for multiple different things. Like, I like Hulu, and I like all the shows on Hulu, but that's why. Because that's why I like Hulu, is because there's so many different shows that I like on there. And my favorite show of all time is Star Wars: The Clone Wars. And that was... I got a... you missed triple kick? That move can miss? And you know Powder Snow? That is very strange, but okay. Just keep going for revenge. But, you know, even before they announced Season 7 of Clone Wars, I was wanting to get Disney Plus just because, you know, it has a lot of the Marvel stuff on there. It has, you know, all kinds of Star Wars stuff on there, obviously. I also wanted to watch Rebels. It has some Nat Geo stuff, which I really haven't watched yet, but that is neat. You know, it's got The Simpsons. It's actually got the old 90s X-Men cartoon, which is really, really cool. So it's got a bunch of stuff on it that's worth getting. But you shouldn't just buy a streaming service for just one show. You're better off just buying that one show on DVD. You know, I don't know, but we're in a battle with another breeder, so this might take a little bit. I might. No, I won't speed through this. Give us a little more time to talk and rant. Speaking of Hulu, there's a show on Hulu I'm watching right now, and it's on its final season. And I've been watching Attack on Titan, and anyone out there who's seen, I'm not going to spoil anything, because I know there's going to be people who've maybe only seen up to season 3, or maybe never seen it at all, that want to get into it. But for the people who have seen season 4 and who have seen the most recent episode of season 4, it hit pretty hard. It got pretty depressing. And again, I'm not going to spoil what happened, but there's a certain character on there that people have now become to hate, and I get that. You know, I get why people hate this character. If you've seen season 4, then you know what that was a crit? Wow. Then you know what I'm talking about. You know what character I'm talking about that everyone hates now. I don't want to give away any names, but yeah, and I get why people hate her. I also don't like her at all because of what happened in the most recent episode. Chinchou, which... Alright, yeah, Cilantrou's a good pick for that. So I don't, no, like I said, I completely agree why people hate her. But she's kind of a, I don't want to say likable hate, but her hate comes from a reason. There's a reason, there's a good reason that this character did what they did. Well, not a good reason, but there's enough character development that you can hate this character, but it's good. It's kind of a good kind of hate. You know, they're not a poorly written character. Because there's a lot of characters out there in many different shows and whatnot that are just so poorly written. I can't really think of any of Attack on Titan. I know there is. Probably just some minor characters, and I also wasn't paying attention to what they're sending out, so just get back into the sticks. But yeah, there's probably just some minor character in Attack on Titan that I just can't think of. Sidra, okay. That was poorly written. Just about in any show, you have poorly written characters. In Clone Wars, you know, you had Jar Jar. No one likes Jar Jar. No one liked him, and I forget that you have Poison Point. I forget that he has Poison Point, and I will never remember that. But, you know, people hated Jar Jar. Jar Jar was poorly written in every movie or TV adaptation that he was in. So, there's that. There were some other poorly written characters, and a few poorly written characters in Clone Wars. Vagon. I don't want to... this battle's going a little bit slow. I don't want to speed it up, though. But, I'm really trying to think. I guess, I don't want to say Krell was badly written, because Krell was written for you to hate him. It was very clear with some of the things he did that he was written for you to hate him. And it wasn't bad, but I know a friend of mine disagrees with me and a few of my other friends on the that specific arc. He said Krell was a really poorly written character, and I get where he's coming from. General Krell is a very hateable character, and if you know anything about Clone Wars, then you know what I'm talking about. Do we have any? Yeah, you know, he's a very, very hateable character, and that's fine. You know, if you don't have to like every character you see in a show, but yeah, I don't know. Why do I keep going for moves that miss? I mean, I hit, but I always go for moves that miss. Breeder Isaac. Alright, so we got a good bit of money now, so I think we're gonna go get more. Ooh, forgot Styx is poison. Ah, you'll be fine. Yeah, that's my. I'm not going to say Ahsoka was badly written, because she wasn't. She's one of my favorite Star Wars characters of all time. But in the earlier seasons, she was written in a way for you to hate her as well. And like I said, she wasn't poorly written. That was intentional to, you know, have something called character development. Sequel trilogy. They could take a note or two from that. Because Ahsoka had proper character development throughout the Clone Wars. And it's proof that that they can, indeed, do character development right in the Star Wars universe. They just didn't with the sequel trilogy. And I know the sequel trilogy is already hated on by a lot of Star Wars fans, and I shouldn't be in here. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse with jumping on the hate train for that series. But yeah, it wasn't good. I mean, I didn't hate him as much as some people did, but we're gonna catch Pokemon. Because I get where a lot of it was coming from, but some of it was just, and that's a Pupitar. You know, Tyranitar ain't bad, but he won't become a Tyranitar until like level 55, or she, I guess. So this thing's gonna just be baggage. I'm gonna use Tackle. We'll speed this up a little bit too. We'll go for another Tackle. He can survive it. Bite. I don't understand how Pupitar can learn Bite. He doesn't. You know, he's like a shell. So I don't like a cocoon rock shell. So I don't understand how he can learn Bite. I guess because Larvitar can, and Tyranitar can. You know, I don't get how Pupitar can learn that. And you had to use Sandstorm now, didn't you? Why'd you have to do that? This is gonna take a while, isn't it? I don't want this to take a while. Throw another Great Ball at this thing. But yeah, come on, really? But I'm not gonna beat a dead horse with the sequel trilogy, because it's already overhated. And you know what? I thought Episode 7 was a good movie. You know, The Force Awakens, I thought, you know, it was mainly just a rehash of Episode 4, A New Hope. But hey, Episode 7 was an awesome movie. You know, I really liked it, and I can sit down and watch that movie. But it's when you try to line up the sequel trilogy as an overall plot line is when it kind of falls apart. But I didn't hate The Force Awakens. There were problems, definitely, but I didn't hate it. And it also has my favorite soundtrack of any Star Wars movie. And I don't know why you're being so difficult to catch. You're a damn Pupitar. It's not like you'll be good for a really long time. I mean, I guess to where he is a metal evolution, he might give us some stat boosts for like this part of the game. But I don't see myself replacing anyone on the team for Pupitar. You know, so Sandstorm subsided. Can't talk. We'll go for another Constrict. Constrict is just such a weak move. And we'll chuck a few more balls at this thing, and if it doesn't get caught, I don't want to waste all my Pokeballs on this thing. Oh, we can actually hit a couple more of those. Alright, that's probably enough. But yeah, I don't know. I do love Star Wars, though, obviously, because I've been talking about it. And each trilogy, like, has its own set of problems. Like, the prequel trilogy had the issue with bad writing and bad visuals, for the most part. Episode 3 fixed a lot of the issues with visuals, I feel. And even some of the writing wasn't bad. But man, some of that writing was just awful in those movies. Like, Episode 1, I love Liam Neeson as an actor when he played Qui-Gon. But like, he carried that movie on his back. Like, he needed some like severe like aspirin because he carried that movie. That and the Darth Maul scene. And John Williams, the composer for the Star Wars soundtrack, you know, carried that movie. But I actually think, I don't know if this is a controversial opinion or not, but I actually think Attack of the Clones is worse than The Phantom Menace. Because the Attack of the Clones is just such a boring movie. You know, with a bad movie, you can at least sit there and like kind of like jab at it and have a little fun watching it. I can't do that with Attack of the Clones. I don't like Attack of the Clones. It's probably my least favorite Star Wars movie, actually. Because it's not pretty to look at. And we won. Or not, we won. But we caught it. It's not pretty to look at. The acting is awful in that movie. The writing is awful in that movie. The plotline is a mess. Because, and we're going to name you... We're naming... Since we're on a Star Wars tangent, we're going to name you Padme. Because I really can't think of anything else to name you, so Padme is good enough. But, and, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, it'll be fine. We'll battle him, go to Verdant Turf, and probably call it an episode. But, Attack of the Clones is such a boring movie, but it has, like, this Jedi clone conspiracy at the start of the movie. Because, you know, the clones were, I don't know, if you're not Star Wars, if you're not a Star Wars fan, I apologize. Because I'm probably boring you to death, and you probably want to turn it off by now. But it's just a series that I really, really enjoy. But I can't sit down and enjoy myself watching Attack of the Clones, you know? And I do think it's worse than Episode 8. I know Episode 8 is what most people consider to be the worst Star Wars movie ever. But I honestly don't... I can't agree with that, because when I watched Episode 8, I can at least kind of get... notice the kind of... I can at least kind of get interested in the plot, kind of. I mean, it's not a great plot, but it's also it's pretty to look at. The acting really isn't that bad in that movie. No, I don't particularly like Rose's character. I know that's another dead horse that's been beaten to death, but I just don't think her character was written well. Nothing against the actress. I just don't think her character was written well. But I can at least sit down with episode 8 and pick out parts that I like. It's hard to do that with Attack of the Clones, just because it's just such a boring movie. And bad and boring is always worse than bad, because bad you can at least have fun watching and making fun of. You can't sit there and make fun of a boring movie. And I fully believe that, you know. I'd much rather watch one of the worst movies on the planet than one of the most boring movies on the planet. Boring movies to me are like one of my worst enemies in terms of media, because you're just sitting there, just like I said, just doing nothing basically. That's actually it reminds me of another movie, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Fantastic movie, but incredibly slow start. And I know that was done on purpose, because it was to show, you know, how boring his life was. And I did like that, but it was a slow start. And I know why the boringness was there at the beginning. You know, it made sense with the movie, but still, but not to trash on that movie, because I love that movie. That is an awesome movie. If you've never seen The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, that's an awesome movie. You need to watch it. But before we get off here, we're gonna take a look and see who y'all we got. So unfortunately, we really haven't been catching that many great Pokemon. I could train up Pupitar. Or, Charmin, yeah. But Mischievous doesn't really get that good of a moveset in this game. Mischievous really isn't good until Gen 4. Snubble's decent, but it's, you know, normal type. And if you look at our team, you know, normal type, normal type, you know, normal type, normal type, normal type. Mankey is good, but we already have a fighting type. Sandshrew would be better with a better moveset. So we basically already have garbage moveset, overlapping type, garbage, overlapping type, and baggage until level 55. But we're going to call it an episode there. I don't think I'm going to change up the team. And I really hope we can get some cooler, like really, really cool Pokemon coming up. Who knows? We might be able to get some good stuff. But in the next episode, we're going to take on Wattson. I'm going to do some training in between, because I think his highest level is 24 in this game. So I'm probably going to get up to like 23. And fight some trainers that I missed and get some money and XP and whatnot. But I think that'll be everything for today. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys later.